How are you, buddy? So now let's talk to the Baron that we actually found his wife. Finally. Took us a while, but we did it. Dum 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 dum.
Time to water the horses.
Doing pretty good. Can't wait for the weekend already, though. Yeah, I can understand that. That makes sense. Oh, something I wanted to... it's not really an announcement. More like... I was going to ask all of you something. Like a while ago, like a week or so, maybe, I like updated my Twitch page, like under the stream window, all the infos, and like kind of worked on that. So always happy to hear your feedback, what you guys think, how it looks like, if it's easy to navigate, if you have all the infos you need, you want, if there's anything you would like there to be added or taken away or changed, just let me know. The panels area, yeah, exactly, Salty.
Got eyes like a cat.
Just always trying to like improve the experience for all of you and make it easier and better for you all, and therefore always happy to hear what you think about these things. I take it you didn't kill the spirit under the tree. Yes, you came, and right after that moment, we didn't kill the spirit. We freed it, Koala.
I see it all around.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile.
So, what are you
Show me what you
offering? Anything I need from you? Not really. I was going to look for some additional weapon repair kits because I'm pretty short on them, and I do need them every now and then at least.
How may I assist you?
And I think he is just an armorer, but
Wouldn't mind a look at you.
I do want to sell my stuff to him because he gives me a better offer. Okay. Yeah, I think I can just sell that as well. Same goes for those. This, and this. One level. We're pretty close, and then I can use the Griffin armor, which is pretty good. It's only slightly better in terms of actual damage, but as you can see, like, we get lots of resistances, time, sign intensity, so it's pretty good. Like, if you only take the 15% resistance damage against monsters is like, that's pretty important. And you can also upgrade them, and there are different sets like Griffin, Cat School, Bear School, and Wolf School armor there is, and later in the DLC there's also Viper School armor, and they all have like slightly different abilities and effects on you, but they're all pretty cool, and they also look pretty nice, so look forward to using them. Now though, probably doesn't have any the repair kits I am looking for. Only armor, if he has any. I don't see any. Oh yeah, here he has some. Oh! Sandstorm! Sandstorm! Thank you very much, Luckless Loveless, with the raid! Sandstorm raid! Hello everyone! Hello Crafty Mutt! Hello Other Toth! Hello Unruly Crow! Arnodorians! Hello! Rexeek! Hello! Welcome everyone. We are just here doing hot inventory action. Sandstorm, yes, pandas, lots of pandas, local victories. Miro is here. Hello. How was between not between two souls? No, beyond two souls. It's beyond two souls. Did you enjoy the game so far? When I played it, I enjoyed it pretty much. Hello, Nipa Vomzet. Also welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing great. Having a good time and enjoying. Yes, I'm really liking it. That's cool. That's good to hear, Luckless. I liked it a lot as well. The best kind of action, yeah. Yeah, Crafty, I totally understand. Run from the spoilers. Actually, a pretty good moment for you to raid. We just had some major story things and now we're here. No, I haven't seen Morokai lately. But I still have that in the back of my mind that he gifted you a sub, and I will for sure tell him when I see him. Maybe he's lurking, but he wasn't in chat so far. So, but I think I am done with the inventory action for now. And we can talk to the Baron. Alright, Crafty. Totally understand that you want to avoid spoilers. Please go avoid them because you should definitely enjoy the game blind and the story blind. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining the raid that Luckless prompted, and thank you very much, Luckless, for raiding me. That's very nice. Also, always a lot of support. So, also, for all the new people around here, I do have very special treatment today for Athelas. As you can see in the bottom right corner, a very shy Geralt. Look at him. Barely wants to look at all you. Lots of people.
Folk don't object to your white mug.
Oh, that's pretty rude. Yes, the Bloody Baron. We just found out that Ciri was in the swamp, in the bog. I can't say have an early morning tomorrow, so I'm off to bed. Good night, all. Thank you very much, Rexy. Also, I'm not sure if you got that. I messaged you on Discord about the game you won, about Dead Rising 4, so do check that out if you haven't already. And tell me if everything worked. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by on the raid. So, now let's talk to the Baron. We learned about your wife.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Whoop, gonna go and avoid spoilers, even if I'm like 80 years late to finish the game. Have fun. No problem, Arno Dorians. Totally understand that. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping by anyway. Oh, I hadn't opened the Discord, so I say, alright, awesome. Just let me know if everything works so I can sleep in peace. So let's talk about his wife. So if anyone else is here who doesn't want to get any spoilers, you can leave. It will break my heart, but I will understand it.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
Alright, Blacko, thank you for passing
She's
through.
in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
Alright, no problem, Blacko.
Back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
I can understand that as well, Luckless. I would do
You
the
still
same.
think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Awkward silence. Well, kind of, yeah. You caused
Actually,
that.
that's exactly what I think.
The world might seem black and white to you witches, but for
Yay,
us
Luckless
common
stays.
folk, it's shades of grey. As is my family's story.
So tell me how it was for you, really.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie.
Oh, you were right,
It was
yeah.
love at first sight. A
You put your
spear
chair
tore
together.
through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor.
Do it carefully,
Tended
not
to
that
my
it
wound.
breaks
Once I'd recovered,
once you get on
I
it.
asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
Still seems like your fault to me.
Will you let me finish?
Oh, then continue.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. Her things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her.
Knoblicker. That's
Felt
a nice
like I'd
insult.
been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him,
Hello there.
something turned.
Thank you for the
inside
auto
me.
hose, Salty.
Something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after
Always
all.
up for a joke.
What?
Your nickname makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
So what did Anna say?
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit. Hysteria. Threw herself at me.
Oh
kicked
yeah,
me with
a
claws,
chair stream, Luckless.
Finally grabbed
That
a
would be
knife.
perfect. Good idea at
Would
that
have been
time.
the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times.
No chair stream.
She would
Oh.
prod me,
Oh.
goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her
Boo.
again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times were her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Luckless, the people demanded a chair stream. You could do it for charity.
know why you're telling me all this. Your relationship with your wife? Your concern, not mine.
Ah, a witcher. Should have expected as much. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home,
Gotta
you
feed the
might at least
pandas.
tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
So, your wife is with the crones.
Your wife is with the
Thank
crones
you, other.
as their servant.
I
What
think
the
it's
fuck do you
other.
mean?
Thoth?
What
Thoth?
crones?
Other
Ones who
Thoth?
live in Crookback
Jesus.
Bog.
I think I would
Heard
call you
folk
other.
speak of them.
It's easier for me.
Naught but tales
Okay,
to
okay
scare
with
the
that.
children with. How on earth did she land there?
A fiend captured her.
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
Well, she made a pact with the crones.
She
appears.
made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
It's not that easy. Well, I wouldn't recommend that.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
That's a
Probably
good point.
not, but I'm a witcher.
And
Yeah,
I'm a
I'm cool.
husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
So that is why I find like the Bloody Baron is one of the most interesting characters in The Witcher, because he clearly is a bastard. Like, you wouldn't say that he's a good man at all, and he did horrible things. But on the other hand, you realize that he actually deeply cares about his wife and especially his daughter. Like, he is very passionate about them and really wants to help them, and it's absolutely willing to risk his life. And like, we also heard, like, after we solved that with his unborn child, with the botchling, that he stopped drinking, and like, in his own way, he's very remorseful, but on the other hand, he is still a bastard and an asshole as well. But he's a very complex and interesting character to me. And like, in my Discord, if you haven't joined, you can do it, of course. We talked about that in the Witcher 3 channel. Like, we were listing our personal top 10 favorite characters. It's totally spoiler free, so if you haven't played the game in its entirety, you can check it out still. It's just the listing of the characters. But like, the Bloody Baron usually ranks pretty high among those who posted it already because of that. He's very multifaceted. Man, The Witcher is so deep, and I'm so out of the story. Yeah, it's hard to just jump in the middle of it, just because there are so many layers usually to most of the characters. Even the smaller side characters oftentimes have interesting backstories, and you feel like you want to know more about them, which I find very compelling, especially for an open world game. That is one of the parts why it really grips me so much, because like, every, or at least most characters you meet, they are interesting to you. You want to know something about that. You want to know something about the quest and what is behind that and what their intentions are. And that drives you even through easily 100 and plus hours. And it doesn't get repetitive at all, at least not to me. So yeah, if you want to share your personal top 10 characters, you can do that, of course. And I already said, I think last stream, that at one point I will probably do all the little question mark locations, and during that we kind of do like a Witcher podcast thingy where we discuss those choices and why certain characters rank higher than others. Of course, that will be more towards the end of the series, but certainly want to do that because I think that could be fun with all of you and discussing our reasons why we like or dislike certain characters. But now we had a deal. Time to fulfill your end. We want to know more about Ciri.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now, what did I last...
Basilisk,
Yeah, I can see that.
it just attacked
And
you.
welcome to the stream,
right.
FLCM?
Gargantuan.
Or
One
do I have to
solid
spell that
brute.
differently? Welcome anyway. I can definitely see it. It was one of my favorite parts for sure, if not my favorite part. Because there are so many ways to solve it and so many ways how can end
It
it, and
landed right in front of
with
us.
every step you learn more about the intentions and
If I don't
details.
survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
So we continue where we last picked off when we beat the Bloody Baron in the horse race. Kinda have to get used to fighting with Ciri again though. Don't have any Witcher signs or crossbows to or oils or any potions. I really love that whatever you do, it's right and wrong at the same time. Yeah, in other ways, there isn't really a right or wrong. There isn't a black and white story behind it or a moral behind it. It's like there are always good points and good reasons for choosing something, and positive results and negative results. You just have to live with the consequences of it. I like this pretty good depiction of the basilisk. Yeah, the monster design in the game is also very, very good. Killing it! Literally. Whoa! Don't you dare! Fuck! Wow.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Bring it on, horser. Come here.
Time for some magic shit. Nice. Whoa. Badass Ciri. Hack it! Yes! Whew. All in a day's work. It is a cockatrice, I think. Actually. Is it a cockatrice? I think, yeah. Or is it basilisk? I think it was a basilisk. Now I'm confused myself.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
Well, that's kind of why I have to go.
I certainly hope not. It's brought me no small trouble.
Meaning?
I must flee. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
Novigrad it is, then.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
How did Ciri get past the Redanian blockade?
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where did you get
Where
these
did you get
letters?
these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
I see. So that means I gotta go to Novigrad.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Okay, fine.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
What's going on here? What? Welcome, Lady Aiko. How are you doing today? Yes, little bastard Garrett.
Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast.
How are you doing?
But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Where did he get that name? Also make sure to check out Lady Aiko's channel. She streams as well. Give her a follow. Say hi the next time
Uma.
she's
Strange
online.
name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" gave me this damned foolish look and stammered,
That's good. Hang out.
Uma?
Sounds fine.
And it stuck.
Okay. Doesn't really look like a monster to me.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
What?
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smartass. Someone wagered him and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Okay, so tell me how it happened.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another.
Nightbot is
Robbed
working
a
again
horse and
perfectly.
blind.
That's good to know.
One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Huh. Funny indeed.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a runny fart.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was
Makes
on my
sense.
way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
So he's rounding now for Down Warren, where we can meet him to at least try to save his wife. We agree to that. Certainly we'll try to do that. We got another letter of safe conduct. We got one of those already, but if we hadn't bought that, that would now be the chance to get it. Puts things in context on a post on Reddit, gets downvoted for putting things in context. Sometimes I really hate Reddit. It's one of those times. Sorry to bring some perspective in the echo chamber, damn it. Oh yeah, it's the internet, Unruly Crow. It's hard sometimes. It is hard sometimes. So we leveled up. Get no new slot here. So I think I will just level up my fast attack for now. But leveling up also means that now I can use the Witcher armor set, which we have, at least from the Griffin School. That's the first set we wear. And it looks pretty nice. So that's that. We got the letter of safe conduct. And that's that. So looking pretty dapper with the new armor set.
I beg you! I'm innocent!
Prophet, let the order attack
Let's buff up our
stealing the goods and blinding those poor bastards.
armor.
Where'd you come from?
Welcome to the stream, Titan Colossus. That is Bathtub Geralt in the bottom right. It's a special treat for Athelas and Frosty Woman. For some reason they like Geralt naked and in a bathtub. Don't know why.
You know, Witcher.
How are you doing today, Titan? It's awesome, yeah, it is.
Man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought him a bucket of peelings yesterday. The feast we had.
So I will go
Winds howling.
here for now.
You.
However, I will take a small break, because after that we will see the pretty dramatic conclusion of the Bloody Baron quest. And so stay definitely tuned while I'm away. And in the meantime, I will give you some more bathtub Garrow to look at, and I won't be away for long. That much I can promise. So, I will see you very soon. Be right back, just a few minutes. We'll get me something to drink and take a small break, and then we will be back, conclude the story of the Bloody Baron, which will be pretty dramatic, that I can promise, without any spoilers. And after that, we will go to Novigrad for the first time. Lots of exciting stuff happening, so stay tuned, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Alright, Lady Aiko, look away. That's always totally fine. So, now, as promised and as announced, we will meet with the Bloody Baron to conclude his questline. And just an FYI, this run is not blind. I played the game in its entirety before. But still, because not everyone watching knows the story of The Witcher, major plot spoilers, please avoid them. Like small things we can talk about, no major plot spoilers. What is going here?
A great mare, a horse fiend. Folk done went mad, lunged at each other, murdering all neighbors or young'uns.
It's the spirit of the forest, taking revenge on those who sought its demise, driving them mad.
Geralt! Good, you've arrived.
We might
I've
have
trouble
caused
drawing
this.
any sense from their canting.
We might.
Should give them a taste of the whip to bring them in line, because...
My lord, 'tis what they
Almost
they
Titan
said too,
Colossus.
about the mare, meaning
I am halfway through the
is
last book.
forest's dark ghost.
Who claims so?
The witch hunters passed through just now, heading for the village
Witch
in the swamp.
hunters? Interesting.
Some lass was leading him, asking after her mother.
Oh, Tamara's.
We must go there at once, Geralt.
Okay. Let's go.
Agreed.
I'll gather my men.
Oh, nice. I really like the
With
books, Titan
sword
Colossus.
to cross and those cursed crowns to hunt down.
I enjoyed reading them a lot. Can I do like a quick meditation here? Yeah. Just want to refill all my potions, put on the decoction,
Ploughing swamp. Pox-ridden air promotes brain
and let's
rot
go
in
to
the
the...
distance. Crones. Fuck me. What
Crones.
will these hayseeds think of next?
The crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches.
Yeah, The Last
making
Wish was a
mincemeat
really
of
good
horse
read, and it answered a lot of
Likely Anna
questions
agreed
that
to
I used
stay
to
with
have.
them.
Yeah,
Care for them out of the kindness
I think the
of their
first two are
hearts. Good as gold, that one.
the short story books, and then there are actually 3, at least in German, after that. So after that, it's, I think, what's it called? I think is the second one Sword of Destiny. Then there's Time of Contempt. Lady of the Lake is the last one I read, and the Swallow Tower. So I think it's Last Wish, Time of Contempt, Swallow Tower, and I'm mixing out something here, so I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure there were 5 books there. Okay.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Hey, hey, let me through. I want to fight. Thank you. Ah, Last Witch, Blood of Elves, and then Time of Contempt and Tower of Swallows. Yeah, but then you're one missing. Titan Colossus. The last one is Lady of the Lake. Not sure. Maybe it hasn't been translated in English. Lady of the Lake.
Aye, haven't seen that many all at once in a while.
Because I read Last Wish, Blood of Elves, Time of and Time of Contempt, and Tower of Swallows.
That fair talking? Through you? Brawny bird? Who? Me?
Though in German, I have to admit, so
Alright boys, let's move on.
not sure how that is with the English translation. I have all of them. I have Baptism of Fire Lady of the Lake, sort of thing. Oh, jeez. Got a 5 here, sorry. Oh, the water head. Damn it. Probably should put on my necrophage oil here. There's something wrong with the audio. Like, I have no music right now, and some sounds are missing. Sometimes.
All together.
I will put the fish down for you. Let me save the game, because there's some sounds missing. That's a strange bug. And then I will reload. And welcome, Squid Junior. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a fine day. So let's reload that. I hope that the sound is fixed. It will take a while because PlayStation loading times.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
You had to go to your bookshelf? I know that. I was supposed to be working on underground pipes, then lightning hit close to me, hanging out for a bit. Okay. Lightning hit close to you? Like, literally close to you? Or what is going on there, Squid? Electricity and water doesn't really go well together. Just as PlayStation on loading times. Okay, now we have music again.
A wench that's had too much hooch turns into that. So next time you think to give a woman booze, don't. Better off drinking it down yourself.
That's not how it works. Don't spread lies. Oh, what's going on there? Let's help. Witch hunters.
Witcher, why are you here?
Oh, I like trouble. Oh. Okay, there's still something wrong with the sound because I haven't entered combat music here.
Had enough of this job.
Witcher, change your mind. How much did my father pay you?
Don't think you have anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear, for the eternal fire protects me.
Sure.
Won't need to protect you from me.
Tamara, dear daughter, you return after all. Come, don't deny me this embrace.
Stay away from me. I've come for Mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
What the hell do you think I'm here? To take her home?
Oh, you'll do no such thing. You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross. I was not the best husband, the best father, I know.
Maybe.
But I've
Switching it.
changed.
Maybe that's the
Ask
answer to
anyone.
that.
Geralt, come, tell her.
To what? I mean, it's your business, really.
Your business.
I'm not
I
your
refuse
counsel.
to meddle.
Rightly so.
Verily I say unto you that ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Who the bloody hell is this?
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father. And I care not a bit what befalls you.
I remind you we've a matter to resolve here.
Yeah, certainly
Witcher,
do.
will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't willing.
I've lost 5 men and have little notion of what else to expect in this cursed place.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
Ha! How do you know they're not here already?
'Cause we're still alive.
Good call.
Search the village!
Welcome back, Danielle. Jumping in and out major plot moments, Danielle. Okay. Something is weird with the sound here. Definitely things missing. I don't know what it is. Something weird with the music and sound effects.
Over here!
There should definitely be music here. No, the music is missing, and sound effects too for the cutscenes.
Mother? Is that her? No. No. It's impossible. We must do something. Witcher!
Something's coming. Get ready.
So I hope it will be fixed soon.
What was that?
No, there's still. Why is there no sound? What is this? Really bothers me. Think I will like restart the game. Let's do that. Oh, it's back soon. That is so weird. Never had that problem. So maybe that will solve the issue. It's a pretty tough fight. You're right. I hope we will enjoy that with music. And that's not a constant issue. Because already reloaded that and it was still there. So maybe it's just an issue with that quest. Maybe I don't know. I hope it will be fixed soon. So soon as to now. Popcorn and bathtub Geralt. What do you need more? Okay, let's load the game at the checkpoint.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp.
See if we get
Some peasants
sound
found her,
effects
took her
and
to the Baron,
music.
Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Not really anything I can do, unfortunately, other than reload. If it's if the music is not there now, I will just hope that it'll be back after the quest. Though it's kind of sad because it's a pretty intense quest, and much less intense without the right music. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. My boots, my boots, my boots. Ba-dum. Nothing better than some loading times.
What was that?
Wolves.
I didn't hear that before the screen, so maybe. Yeah, have music.
Get ready.
Let's get ready. Let's oil up. Don't even know what I should oil up against. I think for this necrophage oil could be at least a decent choice. And we have some music. Sounds better now.
Come on.
Oh yeah, we have battle music. Everything seems to be fine. It's fixed. That's all up right before coming. Yeah, you want to slip right into it. Nice. Oh no! My sword is dying. Rip sword. Ooh, I definitely need to buy some repair kits soon. All's up, Fizz. Ooh, hot. Don't tell Riz. Alright, script. Oh, there's a fiend. Look at that fiend. Whoa. Stop it. Ooh. He's strong and constantly healing. I wonder if I can... Can I freeze him? Really? Oh! He hits hard. Yes, he's running away. Come back. Whoa! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Right in front of him. I'm not afraid of you. Wait. Bam. That was rough.
What was that?
Looked a fiend to me.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied? Just look at her. Witcher, you know of these things. You must. What's wrong with her?
Yeah, calm down. You're not helping.
Easy. Shouting won't help. Calm down.
Simple for you to say. How can I? That's my mother. Understand?
He's on our side. Let him think. Witcher. You know what is wrong with the woman?
She's been cursed.
Last I was here, she was nothing like this. Crones must have cursed her.
Can you lift this curse?
Possible.
Not till I know what it is.
She can't have lived here alone. Perhaps there's someone else. Someone who saw something.
Johnny.
Maybe Johnny.
Who?
A boy, a hermit. Lives in the swamp. Came around here from time to time. He might have seen something.
We must find him.
Doesn't like strangers. You wait here. I'm better off going alone.
Okay, let's find Johnny again. Meantime, I can also loot a little bit. Definitely want the fiend stuff.
Another day gone to shit.
Yes. Let's try and fight Johnny. Oh, what's going on here? Monsters in front of his cave? Johnny! Move! Oh. No, damn it. Oh, don't you. Damn it. Let's oil up again. Damn water hack. Squirting on my screen. Oh, good. Oof. Let's see if he's alright. Johnny? You okay, man?
Johnny! Johnny! Not here. Something's not right. Gotta look around. Might be hiding nearby.
Okay.
Fresh footprints. Johnny ran through here, fleeing something.
Let's find him, or at least try to find him. Johnny. Johnny boy. Where are you? Did I lose his tracks? Oh, there he is.
Johnny, wake up.
What? Who? Oh, Witcher! You frightened me. Thought it were those vile hags.
Killed a few near your den.
The crone sent them to punish me.
To punish you?
Get on the crone's bad side?
I told him off. They don't like it when you tell them off.
Why'd you do it?
Wanted to help Gran. She's always been good to the children. Would have been the doldrums out here without him. She'd have died of boredom. Begged the crones not to hurt Gran, but they were angry she'd let the children escape.
Do you want to snuggle, Johnny? Yeah. He's a
So
cute
you
little
saw
boy.
what happened to Gran.
By happenstance, Gran mixed some poppy seeds
Hey,
and ash.
Flockmaster Funk, how are
Went
you
by to help her
doing?
sort it
I'm doing
out.
good.
Mother Nature gave me small hands, see? So I can do it easy like. Working away we was, separating seeds from dust.
How was your start into the week?
Gran cried out. The mark on her hand started glowing. She yelled at me to hide. I crawled into a chest. Barely had time to blink before the crones totted in. The weavess snipped a lock of Gran's hair. Called it punishment for letting the children escape. Then the hags opened the door in the floor. Went down, down, down. Shame it weren't all the way to hell.
What's beyond the door?
Take a look under the door.
I look like a fool to you?
No, you do look like the inquisitive type, though.
My inquisitiveness ends where folly begins.
Why'd the weavers need Gran's hair?
Why'd the weavess need Gran's hair? Any idea?
The crones take folks' ears to hear all. Hair gives them power over folks' lives. There are times they weave the hair into odd strings. Other times they take it downstairs.
Okay, so what happened next?
Stay in the chest until the crones left?
Wanted to. Sit tight and quiet, said to myself. Not peep out your beat till they go. But then Gran fell to the floor. Started screaming and tearing her hair out. Didn't know what to do. So I leapt out of the chest. Thought herbs might help her. The ones she cured the children's aches with. But Gran was no longer herself. She was a beast.
So, you give her the herbs?
couldn't manage it. The crones came back. I dropped to my knees and begged him to spare Gran. Bruce piped up first. Naughty boy. Oh, naughty. Shouldn't say no when the sisters want to hear yes. Then the Wispeth says, run, boy, run before your legs rot off. They all laughed, and I legged it.
So what now?
You escaped. Consider yourself lucky.
I do, but I've not lost the ladies for long. If I'm to live, I must hide, and I can forget my cozy hole. It's the first place they'll look if they set out to nab me.
Try deeper in the swamp, maybe?
I suppose I must. And what will you do?
So I'm going back. I gotta see Anna.
There's something in that cellar. The key to finding out what happened to Gran, I think.
Will you help her?
Provided it's not too late. Thanks, Johnny. And good luck to you.
Likewise. And if you happen on any water hags, give them a nice fat walloping on me behalf. Farewell, Witcher.
Farewell, Johnny. Take care of yourself. Whoa! Whoa! What's going on here? Fucking kidding me? Oh, Jesus! Well, you gotta ask him, but definitely is a badass. Damn it. That was a surprising tough fight against random drowners. Hey. Proudly puts on her Johnny's Boktuk shirt.
Did you learn anything?
Just as I thought.
You would drink his bathwater?
Probably cursed your mother. Took a lock of her hair, then disappeared down the stairs. Cellar under the house. Cellar door is hidden.
In that case, we've no time to
kinky.
lose. Come.
I'll go first.
Let me go in first. Give you a shout if I find anything interesting.
So be it.
Johnny is awesome, yeah. Let's go inside here. Didn't I loot that? Yeah, pretty sure I did. So that is the tapestry, and last time I was in here I didn't go downstairs to not spoil the mystery. Squidge in here is wet. Ooh, hot. Oh, that got hot and steamy in here very, very quickly. Ooh. Okay, so. Let's see what we find here. An altar.
By the
A
eternal
shrine.
fire. I've never seen so many before.
Looks unsavory. What is all this?
The trappings of a black magic ritual. Witches weave human hair through dolls they first curse. They gain a grasp on individual souls this way.
Think one of the dolls represents Anna? Can we free her if we find it?
It's the only way I know of. But there are risks involved. The items woven into the dolls, see them? They symbolize the individuals the dolls are meant to represent. We must find the doll that is Anna and take it from here.
How do you know all this?
Seem to know
It's
a lot
flooding.
about this.
From
Wow.
tomes on black magic. Initially, we burned any that we found. Recently, we decided it might be wise to read them first.
Poisoning your minds with magic?
With all that water around
Superstition.
you, Squid, maybe we
What's the
should
higher
call
up
you
think of that?
Squirt in
Have
here.
you met the man?
No.
Neither have I.
So, you mentioned a risk.
This risk you mentioned. Take it we only get one shot at choosing the right doll.
I'll not chance it. I did not know Anna. You've learned much of her. Should find it easier to choose.
All right. Let's take a look at these dolls.
Okay, so we have a doll with the red bead.
Red bead attached to this one. Anna wears a string of those around her neck.
As do
I
half
have no
the
idea
women
what you're
from
talking
Novigrad
about,
to
Danielle.
Vengerberg. This cannot be the one.
Well, let's take a look at the other ones.
All right. I'll look at the others.
Let's have a look at the doll with the bird feathers.
Bird feathers woven into this one. If I had to bet on it, I'd say this doll represented Philippa.
Philippa Eilhart, if that's true, then...
Relax. First name that came to mind, that's all. Philippa's way too clever for the crones to have snared her in some trap. Besides, we're not here for Philippa. We're here to save Anna. And I can't think of any link between her and bird feathers.
That might seem obvious. But what if it's a ruse, and this doll, in fact, symbolizes Anna?
Well, we should look at the others first.
Doubtful.
Hello
Crones
there.
have no reason to employ
Thank you for the
trickery
host,
here.
Christopher.
Should look at the others.
So then we have one with a human ear.
Human ear attached to this one.
Belonged to one of the peasants, doubtless. Anna still has both her ears.
Let's look at the others.
And one with a violet hollyhock bloom.
This is interesting.
A doll with a flower. What's so interesting in that?
Not just any flower. A violet hollyhock. Baron once told me it was Anna's favorite flower.
You believe this to be the doll?
Yes.
I'm sure it is. Taking it.
Quick, outside!
Mum, you're back. All will be well. You're going to be fine.
Tammy, I'm dying.
She's not well. Raving. Doesn't rightly know what's happening. You're weak yet. You must rest.
No, listen to me. The crones. I was to be their beast to the end, forever. You broke their spell, but now I must go.
Well, what's she talking about, Witcher?
Nothing we can do to help her.
But we... No! That's impossible!
Dear daughter, Philip, it's good to see you together.
I'm sorry, Annie. For everything. I'm sorry.
Mother.
Tammy, do you remember that day on the Inner?
Of course. Those
Definitely
gloves
is.
are so
T1
sweet.
tokens. Welcome to the stream.
So blue. You wove me a wreath of flowers. We laughed the day away.
Please, remember me like that.
No!
I thank you. They had a chance to say goodbye. It was your doing.
Shame I couldn't do more.
Come, child. The eternal fire will soothe your pain.
Leave me be. Your pay will await you at Crow Perch. Collect it there.
None of this.
So,
I know. Which makes it
couldn't
more
save her.
Vain
There is a way to save her, but I will talk about that at another time. For now, I want to talk to the Baron back at Crow's Perch about what happened and all.
Try to win them all, so you won't.
And who dared to burn the palace?
Right, give me the coin. Tails will clean the shit out of stuff.
So now comes one of the, for me, most memorable moments in my first playthrough. I came back after that quest to talk to the Baron. That happened.
What the hell happened?
Hanged himself. Plain enough to see.
Himself? Or did you boys help him?
Fuck'd you take me for? A murderer? He was what he was. A right bastard. But I respected him.
If I'm to choose between a greater and lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Usually, though, the stakes are just too damn high. Sometimes in choosing a greater evil, you do good, albeit in a small way. When I chose to save the orphans of the swamp, I couldn't know Anna would die. And I never thought the Baron would leave his wife where she lay, find a rope and hang himself. Most times, you make your choice and never look back.
Lost everything he cared for. No surprise he lost the will to live.
Don't look too concerned, you and your boys.
What would you have us do? Sit and wail? Baron was a good soldier. But settling in here at Crow's Perch, it made him soft. We'll introduce a new order. Things will be different now.
I imagine they will.
So yeah. That's the end of the Bloody Baron. And it is definitely possible to prevent this end by... You can save his wife, make some other decisions, then he won't hang himself. That was the way I played it the first time, and it really had an emotional impact on me the first time. You kind of get to know him, and he is kind of an asshole, but you also learn about his soft side, and it's such an interesting character. And then I was just coming back from that mission thinking, okay, now I collect the reward, and he probably is upset and all. And yeah, then he'd just hang himself. It's gonna be midnight soon. I gotta go sleep. Pretty sad to go to sleep on that note, but that's how the game goes. Yeah, exactly. Have a good night, Unruly Crow. Thank you for the sad ending. Hope to see you soon. Thank you for stopping by again. Have a good sleep. So yeah. That didn't really work well here.
Nothing here for you. Burn the village down. Folk talk of that in the next village too.
Let's skip that. So now in terms of quests, there's no real good way to continue after that, but kind of have to. That is in a week. Yeah, so the main quest now is visit Triss at her house. So we will ride slowly but surely towards Novigrad. On the way there, we will certainly find some things that will stop us. And maybe we will meet Triss later. So I will fast travel over here, then I will probably take this with us, then this quest, and then make my way towards Novigrad, the big city, the first time we will enter it. And we will spend some time there. A lot of things to do there. A lot of things to do. So, with that beautiful sunset, we leave Crow's Perch for now. Not for good, we will certainly revisit at times, but for now we say goodbye from that place and venture forth to new places. Could you have gone down to get another doll? No. At this point, since we chose, or I chose to free the spirit under the tree, there is no way to save Anna anymore. So the decision to either kill the spirit in the tree or free him decides if Anna survives or not. So when you decide to kill the spirit and obey the wish of the crones, they won't punish Anna for letting the children escape, which is what the spirit does after we free him, or it. And yeah, then like, okay, how does it go? Like, she doesn't get punished because the children are still there. And then we can lift the curse actually by picking the right doll. And this time I picked the right doll, but no way to save her. Hello, Seven Gato. How are you doing? Why is the quest marker going crazy?
Redania. Come through, fuck.
How are you doing today, Agato? Finish your last final. Congratulations on that one. That's amazing. So, I will go over there. That reminds me, I should check for... Yeah, no problem, Koala. So, and when we lift the curse from her, she won't die, and then the Baron will not kill himself, but instead, I think he rides off to do something else, but he doesn't die at least. On our way to Triss, yeah. Will be a little bit until we meet her, but at least I'm on my way. Oh, they are way too strong. Level 18, they will just wreck me. So I will ignore that. What does that mean now, Danielle? Double pound? Benjamin! Welcome to the stream. Lurk away. Hope you have a good day. Look. Sometimes I don't understand you. Hello, peasant. Oh, okay. Now I get it, Koala. Don't rub it in.
A dog's prick.
It's my name. Okay, Luckless. It's your name. Fine. Oh, they are talking about you. No way. Did you finish constructing your chair? Always been too long. Thank you for the serenading. You haven't started. And a little Geralt in the bath barrel. Yes. Gotta pander to the female audience, right?
Which, John Verdon, remember? You saved me from the drowners. Was Coppolis then?
Blacker was here earlier,
blimey, Percy's
but
burst.
he had to go.
With coin that belonged to the refugees.
A Witcher Walk,
Vengeance
nice.
tastes sweet.
Continue
I thought
with
you'd
the
come for your
audiobook.
reward. I'll gladly pay, mind you. You saved my life, no two ways about it. But if you're looking for a bruising, well, you'll find it.
So if you remember, that was the guy we saved all the way back when we first came here to Velen from the Drowners, who was tied to a stake and was left there to be attacked by the Drowners. So we saved him, and what did he do? He killed people.
Should have left you there, tied up, right at the water's edge.
Well, you can't turn back time. But I'm willing
If
to
I
see to it
can
your
turn
conscience don't
back
torment you
time.
long. Get him!
Find my way. Oh. Oh, look at that. Chop his arm off. He's all up in arms now. Oh, there we have a letter.
Interesting.
Letter from Tobin. I don't eat my victims, no. I'm sorry. I'm level 11 T-Bone tokens. We have to have a chat. Dear Mother, everything has gone very well so far. I still have a considerable ways to go to the city, but as soon as I get there, I will dispatch this letter and set about writing another. I miss you and Father horribly. I'm being extremely careful with the coin you gave me. I have not spent hardly a thing. Once I find employment, I will set aside an amount every week and send you my savings regularly. Tell Yolanda I love her greatly and will send for her soon. To come and be my wife, of course. I spoke with a certain Temerian who told me there are more merchants in the city than ants in the woods, and that scribes are always wanted. I believe he spoke the truth. Your Tobin. Give Fido a good belly rub from me. Alright, Bastard Geralt, you win this time. Out of the bath for me. Gotta run. Will hopefully make it back in a bit. Thank you for the stream, Akko. Alright. Danielle, hope to see you later. And thank you for stopping by. Okay. Looted everything. Anything else I have to do on my way to Novigrad? Not really right now. I think I will stop at that notice board. And that's all.
Run, Roach.
Run! Very good. Pathing route. Thank you very much. Okay, I will ride a little faster. I think here can leave Roach and see that I get to the notice board, get a few new quests. There we go. I'm home, off my phone, and ready to fully enjoy however much is left. I think there will be plenty of left. I'm still good to go, and I think I will stream at least for a while. I'm glad you made it home, Athelas. Now you can enjoy Bathtub Geralt, or Bathelas as we call him, in all its glory. Best tombstones in town. Granite and marble tombstones, markers carved of wood and forged of metal, accessories made of both granite and clay, including vases, basins, lanterns, and urns. Quick and reliable, ordered in advance around major feast days and after battles. W. Abelard, carpenter, stonecutter, urn spinner. When do we get a bathtub Akasombo? Oh, that will take some time. That will take some time. In memoriam, after a long battle against illness, yesterday saw the passing into the next life of Xanfene, beloved grandfather, father, and husband. Elaine Blath, Fenwet, Diemer N. Accounted, Egan Evelina Derat, Grennes van Esat, Fenwet, Ellen Blath. Top tier Patreon reward, best of accurate. Yeah, last time they asked me when I will do topless streams, so kinda see where this is going. Squidgeneer is channeling the weather into the game. Yeah, it seems that way. All of a sudden we have thunder and lightning as well. House for sale. House in good condition. Selling because I'm moving to Kavir permanently. Price subject to negotiation. Ustereth. I don't think we can do topless unless you're at the beach or something. Top stream would be okay for topless. I could do a topless stream. Male streamers can do topless. I've seen that. A bathtub tutorial. how to do bathtub? Contract. Devil in the Woods. Dear Witcher, sir, if any be present hereabouts, that is. I have a bunch, what am I saying? I'm dead certain that the woods I was lucky enough to gain possession of, or at least I felt lucky about that till recently, that these woods are home to a cruel evil, a devil of some kind. I hired a gang of dwarven loggers not long back to harvest lumber, strapping lads, every last one having cut down many a mighty tree in his life. So you can imagine my surprise when said loggers disappeared, all save one, and he claimed to have seen a monster. I've marked out a bounty for freeing my stretch of woods from all four creatures. I dearly hope that soon I will have the pleasure of giving it to someone. Sincerely, Brian Hodge. Hello, Asha Balanar. Welcome to the stream. Some people don't know Akko. What? Forget it. Hello everyone. Hello back, Asha. Yeah, we want bathtub Akko. Okay. So that's a thing. Okay. Contract. The White Lady. Good people. Take a pity on the poor lot of us peasant. The fields outside of town are haunted by a wraith, somewhat like a maid in appearance, though her visage is ghastly and sullied. You cannot walk within 10 spans of the evil and hope to escape alive. It's thus keeping us from harvesting our crops, meaning famine and misery await us if nothing changes. So we plan to hand all our remaining gold to whoever drives this White Lady off or kills her. Halma Ignatius's widow. P.S. Since I've got many an inquiry into the matter already, I'll let it be known right here. I'm not interested in remarrying. Okay. High stakes Gwent tournament? That is what I like to hear. Gwent lovers, Count Tybalt invites you to come to the Passiflora, where he shall proudly host a high stakes Gwent tournament. On offer will be not only riveting play against superb opponents, but also fabulous prizes for the victors. Only ladies and gentlemen with fortunes vast enough to cover the entry fee are invited to join. We also require all entrants be in possession of an above-average deck, one fitted with a good measure of neutral cards. Decks shall be checked before entry is permitted. Hope to see you at the Passiflora. Nice. Nice. Let's go in here and loot this place, and then we will make our way further towards Triss. Let's move. And enter Novigrad for the first day. And here we have the glory hole, glory gate. Well, the smuggler's cache. Might as well just loot it. Let's get down. Yeah, thank you for not letting me loot this. Nice. Got everything. Well, it's a very famous, prestigious hole to go through. Luckless.
What's he doing here?
I'm just checking. Oh, hello, Miss Trumpet. What makes it prestigious? Well, there are a lot of people like coming in and out and visiting and like having a look and all. Oh, there's a thug. Nice. Why are people so interested in the glory hole? Well, it's like a Kinder Surprise for adults. Let's put it that way.
The Passiflora's Novigrad's most fixing this water. No. But there's also
Hattori. Good day.
What do you have on offer?
Digging and digging
dumplings,
deeper.
speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey, a
fat gun in my establishment.
Well,
it can't be.
something
know
like
I'm a witcher?
alcohol.
You joking? Silver blades. Who else uses them? Crafted in
Nah, not
Manhattan,
really
am I right?
chocolate
Must
with
be about 40
alcohol.
inches long.
It's more
40
like
and a half. Still impressed. You're something of
a
an expert
vanilla
at the
filling
I'm
of
Hattori,
some sorts.
former master swordsmith. Currently, a master of dumplings.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Like it's more like pastry, like a cream pie.
Tasty.
Awesome.
Glad to hear it. Anything else?
Yeah,
I
it's a
can do
bit
for you?
confusing like this. I'm looking for a good swordsmith.
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's
No, the
dumplings
dirtiness
now.
is over,
I
Koala. You
must
can
make a
stay.
living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Good night, Koala. Have a good
Damn
night.
shame you don't make them anymore.
Sleep well.
I'd gladly
See you
replace
soon.
what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though. All supplies go through Ernst Van Horn, and they say he plays cards with Cleaver, frequently.
Ernst Van Horn?
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings, a small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havocars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to Town Hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection, and in Novigrad, few dare get in Cleaver's way.
Can you make a deal?
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain.
I think
Dumplings have proven an excellent source of
you
income.
should figure it out by yourself.
It's just...
I mean,
well,
the surprise
you
is
miss
kind
the
of
heat of the
part
forge.
of
Tried
the
getting
enjoyment.
supplies from someone
Douglas.
else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... Would you be willing to help me?
Want me to get you some
Want me
supplies?
to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars men.
All right,
Take
Douglas.
it he's important in the underworld, too.
Yes. What's more, he's on piss-poor terms with Cleaver, who backs Van Horn. It's just... He demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I
You will
thought
enjoy
might
it,
help
I'm
me
sure.
negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I
That
don't
sounds
know.
good.
Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen.
He must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
I think the best way is just put a like a nice little bow on it.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
Okay, we took this quest, but that's way above our level, as far as I remember. So for now, I'm just looking for Triss.
Hey, pretty boy.
Sun's dead.
Is there a lad somewhere I might find?
Our Novigrad, shining a brilliant.
Let's talk to Vivaldi.
Well,
Yet it is
look who's
here. The darkness
A white monk
raises its
himself in
hideous
my
head.
humble
A
establishment.
deceitful
How can I
doubler,
be of
doubling
service?
as commander of the guard. A band of charlatans,
How's business?
diviners,
How's business?
and witches
Really? That's
poised
the
to
best you've
pinch
got.
your
That's like
purity
asking a fisherman
and
to bite him, or
prosperity.
an old
The
granny to
time
help.
has come for this to
is
end.
booming.
For
There's
us
profit to be
to
made from
cast
war,
off evil.
provided you've the know-how.
Do you renounce
Before
evil?
Novigrad had even crossed the pond tower, I'd contracted for insured
Do
deliveries
you?
of wood.
Jeez,
and
stop
some
shouting.
evil. Reaped a sevenfold return on my investment.
May the holy flame
Sure
of
you
the
might
eternal
think, but
fire
then there's the non-human
complete
poll
this
tax,
cleansing,
the church's
this
tithe, war
purging
taxes,
of
and my
pestilence
overhead.
into
Subtract
purity.
Or maybe you can
With a
explain it to
a
Lucas
dozen or so
instead,
chests
Asher.
and no more.
How are we to fight a pestilence that changes form?
Let's play
None
some
can be
Gwent.
certain
Let's
of its
do
father,
something
brother,
don't you?
or bride.
fun.
Look
Is that
upon
a
your
dwarf?
neighbour.
Is that it?
For
Do you
he
also
too
believe I know
could be
every
a
other
Doppler?
bleeding dwarf
Will
in
we
existence,
submit to
and at the end of
uncertainty?
each day, I'd
Will
deepen
we
the
allow
mine shaft
monsters
in my
and
cellar.
charlatans
So
to
you play or
overrun
not?
our city?
I play.
May
Nice.
the holy flame of
So
the
play me.
eternal fire
Stake a unique card, maybe?
complete this act
Why not?
of cleansing.
Okay, let's see what we have. Not pretty well. Not sure what deck he is using, so I can't really adjust to that right now. Not enough cost. Oh, okay. Let's start. Scoia'tael. Should have guessed so. We have 1, 2 spies and 2 medics. That is pretty good. I like that. Let's exchange him though. That's about it. I think everything else is fine. That man was giving me a headache, yeah. Same here. Nice. Oh, 2 decoy cards. That's a bit much. I think I'm good for this round. Yeah, that's fine. We do have 2 medics to get him back on the field. Playing Sithenthith now. How do I want to play this? Maybe doing it like this. Oh, I hoped. Yeah. Didn't happen like I wanted it to happen. So how do I want to do it now? Could play Yennefer, but then I would get the spy back and he would be ahead again. Commander's horn isn't enough though. The ballista isn't enough either. Well, kinda have to do this. Then play another card. So now playing this card and winning the round. Okay. So now, let's see how I want to start. Let's start with that mold. Okay, bring out the healer. That's fine. I have decoys to take him. Playing Vesemir, that's pretty rude and insulting to me. So how do I want to play this now? How many cards do I have on my discard pile? Enough for what I am planning to do. So I will play this card, get the ballista back. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Now I will get the medic back on my hand to use it another time. To get Kira back. Which was the wrong call ultimately, but don't think it will make much of a difference. Looks pretty good for us, though I'm still behind, but that is an easy win. Yeah. He's done. We could just play out the cards we have, or just use my special card. And then I can pass, so we beat Vivaldi. Hooray! What a victory. And he's shouting again.
Brilliant pearl amongst cities, cradle of the eternal fire. Yet it is here that darkness raises its hideous head. A deceitful Doppler, doubling as commander of the guard. A band of charlatans, diviners, and witches poised to pinch your purity and prosperity.
Let's see what's going on here before he is shouting even more.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns,
what?
and cleanses.
FLS. I
Behold
can't do
the
anything.
Flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice.
Is that now a complete blind for you, FLS?
To live like you. Help me, kind folk, please.
It is horrible. Completely blind for you. Oh. In for a treat.
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
Burnt Doppler. Why the stench is entirely different. To me. Not human at all.
So, lots of entries here. Might want to check them before we continue. Here's only... Oh, we have something about the crowns. Sister crowns, hand in hand, terrors of the sea and land, thus do go about, thrice to thine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Well, Novigrad is interesting, let's put it that way. The isolated corners of our world harbors creatures older than humans, older than academies and mages, older even than elves and dwarves. The crones of Crookback Bog are such creatures. No one knows their true names, nor what breed of monstrosity they in fact are. Common folk have given these 3 sisters the names Weavers, Brewers, and Whispers, and call the threesome the Ladies of the Woods, or simply the Good Ladies. The crones act as the true sovereign of Velen, whose inhabitants they help survive through harsh times in return for unquestioning obedience. They wield powerful magic, but one different from that of mages. They draw power from water and earth and are bound to the land in which they live. The crones can hear everything that happens in their woods, predict the future, twist the threads of human lives, and bring blessings as well as curses. The crones seem, for all intents and purposes, to be immortal. Magic elixirs keep them from aging and allow them to take the appearance of young women. These elixirs and their mystical ties to the swamps in which they live also give them supernatural strength and vitalities. Fiends. I regret to inform your grace that your grace's son fell while hunting a fiend. He died on the spot along with his squire, his guide, the beaters, his peasants, entourage, and his hounds. Kevin Yell, manager of the Witherspoon estate near Vizima. Fiends are walking mountains of muscle, capped with horned, tooth-filled heads, like their rarer cousins, bumbuckfetches, and they live in thick forests, swamps, and bogs. When possible, they avoid humans, but when not possible, they kill them, and without much difficulty. Okay. So we have character entries. The Brewers. The crone known as the Brewers was in the middle of the 3 demonic sisters in terms of age, but the first in terms of size. Brewers was said to be a master concoctor of magical mixtures, and in the most ghastly legend was said to know over a dozen different recipes for human soup. Nice. Then we have Caleb Menge, the guy we just saw who likes to burn people. In those days, rampant persecution and the smoke of 100 pyres choked Novigrad's air. This grim climate provided cover in which a great many bloody butchers built comfortable nests for themselves. Drummed up conspiracies, mass arrests, and show trials resulting in group executions were the favorite building blocks. Caleb Menge, the fanatical, ambitious commander of the Church of the Eternal Fire's Temple Guard, was one such opportunist, his moment of triumph coming when he unmasked his superior, the former Temple Guard commander Chappelle, as a Doppler in disguise. Geralt first saw Menge lighting Chappelle's pyre in Novigrad's main square and had no doubt that for this man the appellation fanatical whoreson was too mightily by far. That is true. Chappelle. Geralt and I had long known that Chappelle, Chancellor of the Security for the Church of the Eternal Fire in Novigrad, had died years ago and been replaced by a Doppler masquerading under his name. We didn't breathe a word of this to anyone, of course, for the change was decidedly in everyone's best interest. The Doppler had proved a reasonable creature deprived of the true Chappelle's cruelty, and under his watch, life in the city had much improved. Sadly, the Chancellor's conciliatory style must have risen suspicions as a wave of terror and persecution began to swell over Novigrad. The Doppler was found out, arrested, and burned at the stake for the greater glory of the eternal fire. Geralt and Dandelion meet Chappelle, or the Doppler that masks as Chappelle in the books, and have a story with him. That is how they know that. Felicia Corey, that was the other woman that was just burned. Geralt had been in a situation where he could not prevent someone's death on more than one occasion. In fact, you might say he had grown accustomed to that particular form of agony. It is another thing altogether, however, to stand powerless and watch the unjust, cruel execution of an acquaintance for whom one has developed a fondness. Such was his lot as regards Felicia Corey, a young sorceress whom Geralt had met while chasing the Kingslayer Letho. Though Geralt had not gotten to know her deeply, he had nonetheless taken a liking to his former pupil of Philippa Eilhart, who had seemed to him a pleasant and enterprising young woman. Yet she was a wielder of magic, and as such met her end on the pyre. Graydon, that was the commander of the witch hunters with whom the Tamara was on the way. Graydon was one of the witch hunters in King Radovid's service. Unlike a great many of his comrades, he came across as level-headed fellow, one free of prejudice, at least in his dealings with witchers. Geralt's subsequent encounters with Graydon confirmed his suspicion that the man was not a typical hunter. Graydon was unorthodox in his methods, prioritizing results over ideological purity and a strict adherence to the hunter's codex, even though, as he was undoubtedly aware, this approach would hardly endear him to his superiors. After the affair in the swamps was over, he returned to Oxenford, taking Tamara in with him. Learned about her earlier. Imlerith, a general of the Wild Hunt and frequent guest in Geralt's nightmares, had been chasing Ciri for quite some time, striving to deliver her to his ruler Eredin. This powerful and brutal warrior had fought in the countless battles and campaigns for conquest waged by the NL in other worlds. He prized physical confrontation above all else, seeking out direct bloody skirmishes where opponents pit their strength, agility, and training against each other in a contest of death. Johnny. When the children in the swamp clearing first told Geralt about Johnny, the Witcher had every reason to suppose no such person actually exists. It was difficult to imagine anyone living in such inhospitable surroundings without quickly becoming food for drowners or water hags. Geralt thus suspected Johnny was the figment of childish imagination, an imaginary friend for lonely orphans. Long years of experience, however, told him not to ignore any possible leads, so he decided to search the nearby swampland for any additional signs of Johnny. It turned out the orphans were not lying. Johnny really did exist. He was not a human child, but a godling, one of a rare breed of creatures that can be found scattered about the continent's wilderness. Unfortunately, Johnny had lost his voice in circumstances he obviously could not explain, and so neither could he provide much in the way of answers to Geralt's questions. Once Geralt had helped him regain his voice, however, he talked up a veritable storm, giving the lie to all the tales of these legendary beings' supposed shyness. Johnny also agreed to convince Grant to put Geralt in touch with the ladies of the wood. I know from personal experience that a good heart, noble reflexes, and the wrong word at the wrong time can get a fellow in all sorts of trouble. Johnny learned this as well when he tried to intercede on Grant's behalf with the crones and succeeded only in attracting their wrath. The Ghost in the Tree. After that, we will continue in Novigrad. The Whispering Hillock. If the world were not as it is, but as it should be, this name would denote a place of hidden nooks and lovers sharing heartfelt lies and hushed voices. Instead, it stood for danger and terror, for a place where wild enemies, driven by some mysterious power, had killed many an inhabitant of Downborn. Geralt agreed to investigate the problem and soon discovered the animals were controlled by a spirit and trapped in a tree growing atop the hill. The spirit spoke to him in a woman's voice and claimed to have once been a druidess who had kept watch over the Valen Grove until the crones murdered her and imprisoned her ghost in the tree. The forces of nature she had once served now protected her from the fiendish sisters' further design. The unfortunate locals had died as collateral damage, for the spirit attested nature threat is unrestrainable and distinguish not between unwary innocence and unwelcome ill-wishers. The spirit begged Gal to lift the curse and free her from her torment. In exchange, she promised to rescue the orphans from the swamp clearing, who would otherwise face a cruel death at the hands of the crones. These whispered words convinced Geralt, and following the spirit's instruction, he lifted the curse and transferring the druid's ghost into the body of a black mare. And so the spirit was set free, and the dark power affecting the Whispering Hillock were dispersed. Okay, so a nice little update on that. Let's also have a look if I can do something. Yes, another green mutagen, but that's about it for now. So there's another notice board I will check out soon. I like how happy they all are while 2 people were just burned.